So, in this video, which I presented as a different format in the beginning, where the photographs in the background are of from Vrindavan, where I was staying for 2 months, and the content, which is about anger and the origin of anger, is basically in text form. So, I thought I better do some more amplification and take it forward to a conversation or a discussion based format to further amplify and go a little more deep into this thing of anger. So, why I took anger as a topic of discussion? Anger is not a quality actually. Anger is a product of many human qualities or many negative human qualities, or I would say adharma. In Hindi you will say adharma, like karma and dharma. So, karma is based on dharma, but when the dharma is not there, then there is adharma. So, when there is adharma, that means we are acting based on our negative qualities, and all the karmas based on that, and all the conduct based on that will give rise to one of the product called anger. So, anger is coming from multiple negative qualities, like I mentioned in the text: expectations, desires, selfishness, uncaring, unloving, hatred, so many negative qualities. So, if I go back to dharma and karma should be selfless. It is not meant for us. We are not body, we are soul, atma. So, if we are connected to the atma, and then we are selfless. We don't worry about the body, because the bodily needs body needs certain things which get fulfilled, basic needs. You only need certain basic things: food, shelter and clothes. That too is minimal. If you don't get food for one day, it doesn't matter. You suffer because you are connected to your body, not to your soul. If you are connected to the soul, you will realize how the nature arranges everything for your body. Look at the animals, birds, flora, fauna, how the nature is taking care. We as human beings have started identifying ourselves with the body, and we have created so many needs for the body, around the body: futuristic needs, past needs, present needs, artificial needs, materialistic needs, ego needs, status needs. So, we have created all this for our bodily identity, not for the soul. Soul doesn't need anything. So, when you talk about the karma is selfless karma. If it is selfless karma, you are happy because you are doing it for others, you are doing it for the society, and that is what, when you do it for the society, you are doing with love and affection. It's benefiting the society, is benefiting the other person for whom you are doing it. Even if you are cleaning your house, you are cleaning it for God, so that the God will be happy. So, you are connected with consciousness, you are not connected with your body. You are not doing it for your body, you are doing it for pleasing your consciousness, pleasing your soul. So, that gives you inner happiness, not for external happiness. So, when it is a selfish action, selfishness will give rise to desires. Because when you are selfish, you are looking for materialistic gains for your body, then you are creating needs which are really not there for your body. So, your identification is again not with your soul, but with your body. So, with this kind of programming and upbringing and grooming in this world, we become impure, and when we become impure, we are following adharma, we are not following dharma. So, we have actually basically lost dharma. We have totally lost the dharma. We don't know how to conduct ourselves in this world. We all have been programmed and brought up in a way in this illusionary world. We are living in this illusion. So, we are actually not interested in even knowing dharma, which is the basis of humanity. So, once forgotten, we are now following adharma. Our foundation is based on many negative qualities. to some different levels for different people. Somebody is gone to extremes, somebody is average negative quality. So based on individuals programming and upbringing and grooming and the environment, the conduct becomes, and that becomes a nature, and that becomes a pattern, that becomes a habit. So some person, like initially you are very angry, and later on your temperament becomes better. With time, with experience, you learn and you improve. So you are able to slowly reprogram, because you realize it's actually only harming you, and it is also harming the environment. It's creating a bad environment. Anger is one of the product of this negative quality. So you start identifying your negative qualities. You start understanding probably dharma also, because then somehow you understand that there is something called dharma, because a lot of people don't even know what is dharma. So we don't even know what is the basis of the humanity. So selfishness gives rise to desires. It will also give rise to desires will give rise to expectations, and then because we are selfish, that is the desire and we lust, greed. So all these things are all one and the same thing, and then it gives rise to impatience, because once we create those selfish desire, now we want to have them fulfilled very fast. So there is impatience, then there is intolerance. So when there is intolerance, because we don't want it not to happen, we want any means those desires should be fulfilled. Now the desire can be in form of physical, it can be form of logical, like something should happen in a certain way. Ultimately it will be in a physical form. So to make those ambitions or desires happen, you lose your tolerance, you become intolerant, you become impulsive, you become impatient. So what happens when you are impatient? Obviously it will give rise to anger. You have selfishness, it will give rise to anger, because when you are selfish, this selfishness itself is triggering so many other negative tendencies in you, like desire, lust, greed, impatience, intolerance. Then you are not caring, then you start hating, because you may come across someone who's probably you will feel is going to be an obstacle in fulfilling your desires or some of your goals. So you will start hating those people, or then you will start comparing, because when you have certain goals and when you have certain desires and ambitions, you will also start comparing with people who are also in the similar race, and maybe some of them have achieved some of the goals which you have. So you get into comparison, then you get into jealousy. So all these negative tendencies which are arising one after other due to one of the core negative tendency will start creating a lot of negativity in your mind. So your mind is now engulfed with many negative thoughts, and non-stop, continuous, these thoughts are continuous, because till the time your goal is not met, or even if it is not met, if it is not met, then again there is another problem. Now you are going to be worried about why it is not met. So now you will be overthinking. So your mind is overthinking, and it is giving rise to a product called anger also. So anger is constant, it becomes constant. You are constantly angry, you are generally angry, you are generally in a bad mood. So you at your critical level to get into a anger burst may get even lower and lower, because more your goals and aspirations are not met. You don't have acceptance now. You don't understand destiny. You don't want to surrender. You feel you are controlling this world. You feel you can control everything in your life. We all can achieve many things, but not like this. This is not the approach. We can achieve what we are destined to achieve, or where we have good intentions, we will achieve it. And to achieve those, we have to work hard. But those intentions, your ambitions, should be realistic. And again, they should be selfless. They can't be selfish. So if you think, why shouldn't I have this? Why shouldn't I have this? Is it really needed? Is it unwanted desire? So all this dharma should be deeply understood. It's not that I want to work hard and achieve anything. Do you really need to achieve that? Do you really need that? What is needed in life? So when we go into this vicious circle of negative tendencies or negative qualities, not understanding the dharma, our life, our foundation is built on adharma. When it is on adharma, anger is a byproduct. Living in this illusionary world, adharma comes a little naturally, I would say, because everybody is living on adharma. The majority of the people, or almost 100% of the people we interact with and what we see today, especially the bigger the cities you go into, are more based on adharma. Most of the people are now following, they are all trapped in this illusionary materialistic world, egoistic world, and so there is a huge amount of negativity because the whole basis of living of everybody in this community, in this society, is on adharma. We don't know, we are all talking about this religion, that religion, dharma and all, but everybody is actually practicing adharma. People have lost the real meaning of dharma. Even if they talk about dharma, they don't live, they don't practice dharma. Now what we say is sadhana. Sadhana today, we want to say, I want to become spiritual, I want to do a sadhana. But what is sadhana? Sadhana is purifying yourself. What is purification? Go back to dharma. First of all, find out that we have to be based on dharma and start practicing it. I also become angry. The different situations come in your life. This illusionary world, this Maya will throw different situations where you will lose your temperament, you will lose your tolerance. So your patience is tested, your tolerance is tested, your selflessness is tested, your attachments are tested with this materialism. So how this illusion will try to trap you, there are different level of tests you will go through in your life, where how you slowly with practice you will succeed. You will become like somebody goes for a high jump, practicing for high jump. So when they clear 1 meter, then the bar will be raised to 1.1 meter, 1.2 meter. So wherever they fail, then they have to practice again. So similarly, this is also a practice. This is a practice for our mind, because it's a mind which is actually programmed in such a way. When we become totally based on dharma, we become totally egoless, which is very difficult. A real saint, a real sadhu will be egoless, will be totally not materialistic, will be totally selfless, will not be looking after anything in this world, because this whole world is impermanent. So the seekers of real truth, of finding their own true self, are looking for the permanent happiness, the eternal happiness, which is there in the soul, connect with the soul, connect with the Atma, looking for Atma Gyan, Atma Anubhuti, Atma Bodh. That is the true thing to be sought, the real thing to be sought. So anger is, I leave it to you to do deep introspection of how anger is being triggered by various negative qualities. And why are those negative qualities coming? Because we are living in this illusion. So we have to realize that we are in an illusion. I go to so many places, I meet so many people in these even holy places. They are all pretending to be spiritual or religious, but behind they are more and more other way around. I won't use those words, but it's very shocking to see that there is so much of pretense of dharma, there is so much of pretense of spirituality, but reality is missing. We all are trapped in this illusion. So anger, aggression, quarreling, conflicts, toxicity, intolerance, impatience, we all, this planet is being ruled by that now. So we are probably coming to an end of Kali Yuga, and all these religions are born in this Kali Yuga only. In Satyug there was Sanatan Dharma, and Sanatan Dharma is permanent, and Sanatan Dharma is nothing, just a humanity. And if you understand humanity, what are the good human qualities, and if you abide by them, then there is love and harmony, and there is permanent peace and happiness. So anger is a culmination of many negative tendencies. Thank you.